If you're learning how to become a flipper, like fix and flip in real estate, and you're on YouTube University, you're looking at all these influencers, they're showing you all the best practices to make $50,000 quickly without using, your cash or your credit. And they're showing you all the upside. And you're thinking to yourself, like, what happens if something goes wrong? Well, this video is for you because in this one, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when something goes wrong, like in my case, and the best practices on how to prevent them moving forward. For those that don't know, my name is Jay Nacombe, real estate investor based out of Baltimore, flipped over 200 homes in the past 7 years. And I'm doing a little docu-series on my current project. And last week, I released a video showing y'all the first week walking through it. Now, this is the second week of the project. We'll be still finishing up the rough ends, the HVAC, the electricals, the plumbings, etc. So yesterday morning, I got a call from a contractor, and normally he doesn't call me. He just, head down, right to work. So I thought it was kind of odd. So I'm like, hey, what's up, Ori? So he was like, hey, Jake, was you over here last night? I was like, no. I was like, wow, what happened? He was like, yeah, I was in the basement and I saw that the door was open. I'm like, the door was open. He was like, yeah, just come over here. Come take a look. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I get up, I get dressed, head to the property. Took me about like 20 minutes. So when I get there, I walk through the property. The living room, the first floor, living room, dining room, kitchen, it just looks like a regular, um, renovation project, right? Everything is demoed. It's not no valuables in there, so I'm not really concerned of, maybe he might have lost his tools or something or something. I don't know. So I go down there. I see him in the basement, and he's like looking at the door. I'm like, hey, Jorge, what's up? He was like, yeah, man, this door, like, it looked like somebody came through there. Like, you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know. Like, I was like, yo, how did you secure it last night? He was like, what I did was I locked the door and I put the washing machine right against it so that way nobody can like barge in. But apparently they was able to get in. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, did you, like, is your tools missing? Is anything missing? And he's like, nah, everything is good. I'm just still trying to figure out, you know, all my tools is, I take all my tools every night, so I don't leave nothing here. So, I'm just trying to figure out what's what. It's like, okay, well, we looking around, we don't see nothing. So we go to the mechanical room by the HVAC and the water heater. So we looking at the water heater, we notice a little bit of the copper is missing. So we like, I was like, yo, Jorge, did you change the water lines already from copper to PVC? He was like, no, I did it only throughout the house, but not to the water heater. So maybe they must have came in and took pieces of the copper. Like, okay. All right, that's not too bad. I'm not worried about that. We was gonna change that out anyway. That's cool. So we keep looking around this mechanical room. So we looking at the HVAC and we notice that like a piece of the coil is missing. So I'm like, what the, did somebody like cut this line? So I look at Jorge, he look at me. We're like, yeah, it looked like they took the line. So I'm like, oh my gosh. The worst part about it is I never even tested the HVAC to know if it works or not. So it's like, it's just a tough loss because I don't know if I got to replace the whole unit or just the line. I'm probably going to be on the safe side and just replace the whole thing, which is going to turn my whole project upside down as far as budget wise. So anyway, we still like, we try to see how bad it is, right? So we try to go outside to look at the unit. We go outside and we notice the railing is missing because, a lot of row homes in Baltimore got like a steel railing for like 3 steps. it's missing. I'm like, okay, so they cut the railing straight, right? That's one. And then on top of that, we look where the condenser unit is outside, and we don't see the line. Like the line is nowhere to be found. So apparently they just cut the line, the whole thing, and they took it and they just dipped. So I'm like, I'm like devastated at this point because I'm like, at first I was just only having a small budget just to reroute some duct work to make it work because it already had AC. Now I'm thinking worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to pay $20,000 to fix this whole thing all over again. So I'm like, oh man, what should I do? What should I do? So first thing first, I call my HVAC guy. I'm like, yo, they got me, man. I don't know what happened, but they got me. He's like, what happened? He was like, I sent him a picture. I was like, look, they look like they took the AC coil, just the line. He was like, they didn't take the condenser unit? I was like, no. Because a lot of times in Baltimore, that's another thing. But a lot of times you would see like cages over the unit just to secure it and make sure it's still in place so nobody won't touch it. I was like, nah, the unit is still there. He was like, So it must not be like a technical person. It's probably like a drug addict or something that just came in to come for the copper line and just left. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, yo, how much is this gonna cost me? He was like, I don't know. But if I was you, I would not do anything right now. I would like secure the premises first and just try to talk to your insurance. Like, okay, all right. So I get home, get to try to search my emails because I know the lender, actually, that's one thing about using a lender is that they require you to have insurance. Even when you're doing a renovation project, it's called a vacant builder's risk policy. So I'm trying to like read. I didn't read the fine lines or the details for the coverage because I really wasn't, I just did what I had to do to get the thing closed. So long story short, I'm still in the midst of trying to figure out if I'm even covered under like theft. I don't even know if this would be considered theft or vandalism. I don't know. I got to figure this thing out. I'm still, as we speak, this is like live right now. I'm still trying to navigate through this. But once I do, I'll definitely keep y'all posted. But the moral of the story is no matter what you do, you have to have insurance. Again, if you're using your own money, that's a risk that I wouldn't be willing to take, whether that's like $50,000 on the line or what have you for your purchase and your renovation. You never really know. So I would be wary when it comes to that. Just it's better to be safe than sorry. Spend the $2,000, get the insurance, and make sure you are covered for everything. Again, just do what I didn't do. Make sure you read that policy. Maybe throw it in ChatGPT to see exactly what you covered for. And if you want to get all the bells and whistles, I'm sure it probably won't be much additional, right? Maybe like $2,500 for a full coverage buttoned up policy. So keep that in mind before you even begin your project, before you even close on a property. Make sure you got the best coverage possible. I was being optimistic. We bought it in a pretty good side of town. Like it's close to the county, like actually far on the outskirts, but still, you just never know. Clearly, that's what happened to me. So definitely you want to get insurance, but also too, on top of that, you want to safeguard the property, right? You want to make sure it's like bolted down, boarded up, and make sure nobody is impenetrable. Because even with the washing machine there, I thought we was good. And now I'm going to tell Jorge, like, look, let's buy some brackets, some bolts, some 2x4s, and make sure we barricade this thing and make sure it's bulletproof from the inside in. All right, so at a minimum, you want to trust that you got your policy to cover you, but you also got to verify, just worst case scenario, if somebody does try to break in, you make sure your things is bolted and secure. All right, so I hope that helps you before you actually buy your next flip. I hope you take my advice. Don't end up like me. And yeah, if y'all got any questions, feel free to reach out. But I'll keep y'all posted once I go through this whole insurance process to see what's covered, what's not, and hopefully it won't set me back too much. But I'll keep y'all posted. All right. See y'all on the next one. Peace.